All right, let's get this bad boy started. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome in. Hello, hello. We were just testing some voice chat server stuff because I noticed some interesting things and I learned some stuff. So, with that being said, on the tech side of things, like I said, Happy New Year. Merry after the holiday time stuff. Um, this is a continuation. This is part two of Cold Nights, part two. And I got today. We'll be short a couple. So let's just get this bad boy started. All right. All right. All right. With all that being said and done, who would like to do a recap?
We fought the dirt worm monster things. I remember I went down. Collie and Vald were flying. Trace saved the day. Max took off as usual. Uh, we met.
What?
Okay, you are there. Well, no, first we went through the portals, and we found ourselves in this snowy place that none of us really know where we are. We were traversing through the snow, and we found this giant hole type thing that had this giant bugbear looking guy. When we asked him what, or when Kaido asked him his name, he goes, "I don't know, what's your name?" And so that's what they've been calling him. They also asked him where they are, and he said, "I don't care." um, Shortly after, there was some sledding and pushing down into the ravine thing. What did we do? Remember Kaido got thrown by the guy into the ravine thing, and he was hope up. We all end up clambering out, continuing on towards town, because Max had sky wrote to, what was it, Oliver's brother or something. And the ground was rumbling, and we ended up having these tunneling, I don't know, they look like lizard dogs. I don't know how to describe them. I don't know what they're called. Oh, Bule, it's in the chat. And we end up fighting two of them. The first one attacked after Kaido, running through the snow once again, falls into a hole. And while trying to get everyone out, Max got out. Bryce was going to go next, and Vald came down to help Kaido get out he was going to cast Fly on him. But the Mulet showed up and tried to take off with Vald. Luckily, I had a really good roll, and I was able to attempt to grapple, and it succeeded. And so I literally held onto this thing until it let Vald go. Don't remember I went down before or after the second one showed up. Does anybody remember if I went down before or after the second one? I went down at some point. Price ended up finishing the one, I believe, and I think the second one also was finished by Price. I don't remember for sure. Fight ended. We all ended up out of the hole after they healed my dumbass, and we were headed to the village. Oh, the big guy came back and he threw me again. Then we were headed to the village. I don't remember anything else. Anybody remember anything else? I don't know if we get one.
I wasn't here, so not only do I not know, I am extra lost.
Oh. We're in a new place. We're no longer in the cave.
Okay, good to know.
We went through a portal thing into the snow area.
I gathered that by the snowy village that I'm looking at.
All right. Well, unless anybody has anything to add. Then take your inspiration.
Thank you. I will. Maybe I won't die today. Exit out. Okay.
Ooh. Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid. You brought friends. Uniper. Uniper Bush. Bringing friends in. Hey, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Give me a second here. I'll get something for you. Farutis Sparus.
But I believe we were almost to the village, if not actually in it. Don't entirely remember if we got to the village or not. It was getting later. I do not remember.
Oh, that was delayed. Retro. Ooh, games. All right. Gex expert, nice. So, you guys have traveled for a little bit after being given directions, generic directions to the north, beyond the massive crater with the very large and pretty muscular individual who comes off very grumpy. And yeah, you came to this little town, village called Mirthwood. And as you reach their little wooden, their humble palisade walls, they're not very well put together. You see spaces in between them. Like if animals really want to get through, then it's more of a visual deterrent than it is a physical barrier per se. But you come to the entrance where there's this sign in a multitude of colors, and it just says Mirthwood. And it's almost like a bunch of kids just took crayons and just picked a letter, colored it, and just slapped it on like a signpost, which nobody seems to be minding of it. But you see that there's several people out and about, and upon immediate observation, you notice that this is a little town of elves, lots of elves, and everybody just seems to have like smiles on their face. They're cheery. They are somewhat oblivious for the most part. They're just going about their day. As you walk up to the gates, and nobody seems to bat an eye. But everybody just seems busy walking back and forth. The smells of fresh cooked meats and meals and baked goods and some sweets and breads and it's just all sorts of very festive aromas, as one might put it. But
Well,
you're at these gates. And thank you for the raid, by the way.
I think Rice was on my back.
Appreciate you.
Damn, I don't remember.
I am cubed.
Price remember.
I am a dungeon master.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Welcome in.
All right, so where are we saying Monty is during all of this?
I mean, we'll just say Monty was right behind you guys.
Okay.
Last one through the portal.
Okay.
Actually, even more funny. Give me a perception check. Anybody but Monty. Let's have fun with Monty's intro.
Let someone else roll.
I mean, a 7 would be fine too.
Fine for what?
Don't worry about it. The correct answer is yes. All right. So on a 7, you seem you seem a little bit more enthralled by the carefree attitude that these town folks seem to have partaken. And like I said, there's people in the quote unquote streets because the streets themselves are just snow covered, like kind of representing the image. The houses are just covered in snow, but there's this like, despite the weather being very cold, there's just this warmth in the air, and it's not necessarily a physical warmth. It's just a welcoming, homely, um, cozy, wholesome.
Man, next I'm going to expect to smell my mom's biscuits cooking. That's what kind of says, by the way.
So what's everybody doing?
Well, Kaido would start walking into the town, looking around curiously, because it's like, this is interesting to him.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I
Standing at
would
the
be following behind.
Oh, don't worry, Monty. You'll be there shortly.
I'll be there shortly. Okay, I'm not following behind then.
Well, you'll see. You'll see. We're having fun with this.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, Price, I think, is probably just standing on Kaito's back, and he's looking around.
Monty is following, but in a different way.
He said pretty much everyone's an elf of some sort, elvish descent.
Yes, sir.
Does there look like there is, I guess, kind of based on how you described, maybe not, but does it look like there's like a town hall,
Give
big
me
important
a
building?
perception check.
Do better than me. I believe in you.
Oh, you most certainly do spot a building that stands amidst the others. It's a little hard to spot, but that's probably just because you just entered the town and there's a lot of other buildings in the way. Like you're standing right next to a house, so of course, you can only see so far. But, however, you do notice that there is a house, and with a 26, it has a very interesting and unusual composition to it. I'll just give it to
Okay.
you. So with a 26, like the other houses, they're clearly made of wood, right? Like brown oak wood, like windowsills. Like the composition seems very standard in a sense. However, this larger building, you're pretty sure that building's made of. Is that Is that a gingerbread building?
Bryce is going to point this out to Kaito.
Mhm.
And then does it also look like there's any shops, like storefront type buildings?
So at the entrance, like currently, there doesn't appear to be any.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to head over there, Bryce?
We might as well.
All right, Kaido, start heading towards the gingerbready house that Bryce pointed out.
And
Is there a
now
sign or anything?
there are no signs. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask what Max was gonna be doing while it seems like everybody's heading in.
They're heading in the gingerbread house?
Well, they're just
We're
heading
heading
into
to
town.
it.
Oh, just into town in general. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm following along. Is it snowing? I know there's snow, but is it actively snowing?
It is very, very light snowflakes, landing on your clothing.
And the Grinch is gone, right? He went back to his hole in the bottom of the hills, right?
I mean, he's not
I'm
here.
sorry. I mean, super hairy, strong guy who hates Christmas and all the Who's in Whoville. That guy that took us sledding. The person I thought really understood me the most. Okay. I remember he said that these are like jerky people and that their doors are pretty much left unlocked all the time. And you said they're elves. Are they normal like D&D elves or are they like of the shorter variety?
These are just normal. Might be some shorter ones here and there.
All right, I'm gonna elbow Kaido and just be like,
Have you noticed how everyone here is like really ugly?
Uh,
I mean, I'm not gonna say that to their face or anything. Just like it feels good to go into a town knowing that you're the best looking one there.
I guess.
Should we walk differently? Should we be like more smug, or should we be humble about it, just like we don't know?
I don't know.
I'm gonna follow your lead. You and Price set the tone, and I'm just gonna match it.
He's gonna look at Price. We're setting a tone.
Sure.
What tone are we setting?
Like a B flat.
Gonna be flat?
You want F sharp?
Oh, what's an F sharp?
Are you musically challenged or something?
I hit things. I don't do music. That was Kit's job.
Find middle C, somebody. We got to get on pitch if we're gonna do this right.
Pitch?
Oh, that's a great cover story. We'll tell everybody we're carolers. We're here to wish them, fond memories and happy winter, whatever the shit these people are into.
But we don't know what they're into.
While we're
Pretty
walking,
easy to find out.
is anyone paying any attention to us or anything? Like, are we getting looks from anybody?
None whatsoever. They're just going about their day. And it's not like they don't acknowledge you exist. So it's not like you're incorporeal or invisible to them. Like, they
Mhm.
see you, but they're not, they're not treating you any differently than any other townsfolk. Also, Price, with your 26 perception, you could swear you hear the sound of like a loud, like a sharp whistling sound. It sounds like it's getting closer.
Yeah, it's just constant.
Yep. Like
Price will start looking around to see if he can see what this is. He'll probably point this out as well. Kaito, you hear that?
Yeah. What am I hearing? He's gonna listen. Do I have to roll anything, or is he just able to hear it?
Well, I was basing it on your original, that one perception check. So
but
kind
I
of would
probably
notice it.
Oh, he would?
Would not.
I don't know what you're talking about, Price.
And as you say
can I
that,
try to perceive this?
oh, yep, go ahead. Indeed. You don't seem to notice it either.
Too busy scheming.
Stroking your fake mustache to steal all the
Right.
gravy rations.
Yeah.
So those of you who were aware of it, you see this blur in the sky, and it kind of looks like a giant rock at first that's being flung into the town. It actually looks more like you look closer, and is that a giant? Is that a snowball? There is a massive snowball being flung into the town.
Oh, Kaido didn't notice it, so he don't notice this either, or because you said everyone who knew of it. So I
I
don't
will
see
do a
it.
d6 divided by 2.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4. So, Price, you're on Kaido's back or just next to Kaido?
He was on Kaido's back.
Yeah,
Now if he got
standing
down,
on
I don't
Kaido's
know about
back.
it.
All right. So, Kaido, you can give me a dexterity saving throw as this massive snowball appears to be landing in your general vicinity.
Do I see it coming?
You do not.
Fuck is my
But it will not be at disadvantage because Price saw it.
Oh, we're smushed.
All right. So, Kaito. Roll this. I mean, it's a snowball. I'll just reduce the damage. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you take a whopping 2 points of bludgeoning damage as this giant snowball just lands on top of you and just kind of just smoosh.
Does Price get smushed too?
Yep.
Oof.
But you took the brunt of it.
How big was the snowball?
It was about, let's say, about 5 feet. Enough to fill an entire square.
Kaido, is this? Are you trying to do like a fake injury kind of like scam, or like what are we doing? Because that thing was moving about a mile an hour, and you did everything in your power to not avoid being smushed.
Aren't I completely buried in this 5-foot wide snowball now?
Yes.
Like,
Can I even hear him?
sticking out.
I mean, I'd imagine you could still hear.
All right, then. If I'm
He's close
allowed,
enough.
one hand's gonna come out of the snowball towards where his voice came from, and it's very clearly a middle finger. If that's okay.
As he's giving me the bird, I would like to go through my inventory and use some of my daily rations to Frosty the Snowman this up a little bit. Like if I could get like a loose button or something for some eyes, if I have to use beef jerky to make it smile, but I'd like to turn Kaido into a snowman. And then I'll just be like, hold still. I'm trying to make all the neighborhood kids happy. And if you move, it's going to destroy the whole thing. The integrity of this is that both of you stay completely still.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to get out of it, so that's why I haven't tried.
You're not allowed to get out of it.
I'm not asking you.
I know.
Well, at that point, when you start decorating things, I guess the question is, do you stay in there, Kaido, or?
The question is, am I going to suffocate in here? If so, he would try to get out.
No.
No, I'll stay in there for now, just for the lulls. It's fine.
All right. As I'm decorating this for the nose, I'm gonna use an amethyst. And then I'm gonna kind of talk as I'm going about this. I'm like, don't worry, we're fitting right in. Everybody loves snowmen, and like it's a holly jolly. You can feel it in the air. Oh, by the way, this little amethyst piece, this came from a dragon that was made of like the rocks, these purple gems. Isn't that nice? They gave it to me because I became friends with them and their entire family, and then like as a parting gift, they wanted me to take care of it.
Isn't that one of the gems you got from your patchwork cloak, though?
It is not. It's not. I have 9 gems worth
Oh.
900. That's something else. This is from a different D&D. This is from the
Mhm.
Tuesday D&D.
Oh.
I just still have it in my bag.
Mhm. All right, so you got a amethyst for which part? Like a button?
Nose. It's gonna be the nose. It's gonna have a flat nose, and just putting in rations. I also have a disguise kit, and I also have like about an ounce of ink left. So I'm just like making. It's the most terrible snowman you've ever seen, because traditionally a snowman's gonna have like a large, a medium, and a small circle. This is just one big ball that's been probably crumbled on half of it, right? Where it's just snow that's been dumped. It's not even spherical anymore. But the back probably has some. So it just looks like one giant snowman's head on the back side. Is this getting any attention at all? Are we like, are the locals, like, somebody rolled this at them, right? So
Yeah. So upon the impact, some people it definitely caught some attention, and there was a little bit of shock and a bit of a pause for a lot of the townsfolk, and some people started cautiously approaching this scene, but they started seeing the cheer from a snowman being built, and it's like some of the kids would be running up and trying to help.
perfect. I'm gonna look at these kids and be like,
It's an emergency. We gotta have sticks for hands, and somebody go to your parents' house, and I want you to steal any scarves or hats or loose money, coin, gold, silver that they might have lying around, and you bring it here, and we're all gonna build a snowman together.
You're terrible.
So a few of the kids like smile and cheer and nod.
Oh god, he's corrupting the entire village.
can I
in one
attempt to
sentence.
persuade them if they're uh hesitant?
You can try and persuade ones that are hesitant.
Okay, okay. Can I roll persuasion?
And what are you saying?
All the things that I'm just saying.
It's we have a limited like workspace here, and what kind of snowman doesn't have hands, it doesn't have feet, doesn't have like a very nice hat and some scarves. We need some coal, got to put some buttons on here. And if I was a snowman who just came to life, and we're just pretending that the snowman's gonna come to life, I would be ashamed to die homeless and penniless because none of the neighborhood children would share their riches with me. Could you imagine that? The miracle of life in the street, just right in front of you, it happens. And then what happens? The capitalism happens, and then you die penniless and alone. So we need to get at least 5 gold worth of their copper and silver out here, and we're gonna put it in a little purse, and it's gonna be a snowman purse. It's gonna be really fun.
Now the persuasion.
15.
So the kids that didn't immediately like run off, they get this starstruck look in their eyes and excitement in their tone and their body language. Some of them just get so excited they just get real shaky and like they just dart off.
Nice.
And one kid remains behind though, and this little boy just walks up to you and like tugs on your like arm. But what if we
Yeah,
don't
what do you
have
want?
anything?
What do you mean you don't have anything?
We don't have any of that stuff.
You don't have money? How do you live?
The others help.
That's a great idea. See, I looked at you, kid, and I thought, here's somebody who's really gonna bring this snowman together. What you need to do is the others who are willing to help, because they help you regularly, right? You say the others help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you could probably, without even having to ask, you could probably just borrow, and it would be fine because they love helping anyway. So just go to your friends' houses, any extended family you might have. Don't. We're not saying take everything they have, but just anything that you could donate, like 1 gold piece, whatever you can find. It'll really bring the snowman to light.
Okay. And he nods. and he scampers off too.
I'm feeling good about this. So
What could possibly go wrong? Sending a bunch of kids to steal from parents. I mean, acquisition scarves and sticks. So, all right. So with all that being said, Monty, we're doing a little bit of a flashback moment to describe what's going on with Monty. So, you came to the portal right after everybody else did. You swear you followed them, but in the time that it took for you to step through, and you were like you were right behind them. Like it wasn't a couple of minutes or anything, but for whatever reason, when you stepped through, nobody was there, and there was just a bunch of footprints, and like the only thing you were able to ascertain would be that somehow you and them, there was a little bit of a desync between your connection and the party, and you kind of lagged behind. So you were hustling to get caught up. Just, they weren't very stealthy, and they kind of left a lot of tracks. And eventually you came to this very sizable crater, and you probably would have tried to go around it, just figuring out where everybody was, because that's what the footprints would have led. And you would have seen these two giant, just weird-looking, pointed-headed creatures that are just lying dead in snow. And eventually this sizable, like just muscular, beefy, tusked, fuzzy dude walks up to you, and he's just like, another one, huh? You look lost, kid.
Kid. I am looking for my friends. Did they pass through here? Have you seen a collection of people and a horseman? A centaur?
Yeah, they went somewhere.
Somewhere?
Yep.
Can you point me in the direction of somewhere?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, what are you
Did
gonna
you-
do for me?
I will thank you for your time and your efforts and leave. Leave you to yourself.
Blah. Thanking people. They went that way.
Oh,
Do you
thank
need
you.
a... Blah. He stops mid-sentence when you say thank you.
Sorry. What were you saying?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Blah. You know what? Here, let me help you get out of here much quicker. And he walks up to you, and he just
he's getting thrown.
uses his massive, meaty, icy paws and just like picks you up. Does like 4 like circular spins and just yeets you into the sky.
Well, I don't think that's necessary. His voice just trails off as he gets thrown by this thing.
Did you say thank you on the way out?
Thank you.
Blah. And you travel for a good bit. It almost feels like forever until
Oh,
you just feel like as you gain elevation, the snow collects more and more on you until you just can't even see where you're flying at this point.
trapped in an icy purgatory, forever flying.
Sounds legit.
Sounds about right.
Until and
This is kind of like being in a statue again, isn't it?
at least you're aware of things.
least
You can
I'm
feel
aware of-
things.
Yeah, I can feel cold. And like I'm falling constantly. Which is I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
And eventually, it kind of feels like there's a very abrupt stop. and you don't feel like you're flying. It went on so long that it almost felt like you had like a fly spell on you or something, and you were just going.
Mm.
But
So,
eventually,
does-
it ends. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, eventually it ends, and you feel the protective layer of snow cushion you from impacting the ground, because it does not feel like you're in flight anymore. You've hit the ground, and you hear muffled conversations. Something about kids, and something about scarves, and something about money.
Scarves and money. Why do we need scarves and money? Where am I? I'm gonna try and like dig my way out of the snow and like pop my head out.
So
Look
wait, is he
around.
in the snowball with Kaido and Bryce?
He is indeed.
I don't understand what's going on. I wasn't told to stay still, so I'm going to pop my head
Okay.
out and look around.
Does
So-
this destroy the snowman?
I didn't hear that I was supposed to stay put.
Let's see. How do I determine? I'll just give me a flat d20.
Okay.
5, 10. So, just as Max is about to like put, the little amethyst button nose on, Monty's head pops up the top.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, what? Get back inside. What are you doing? You're ruining everything.
What are you doing?
Me and the
Where
local
am I?
children are trying to build a snowman, and you're destroying it.
Okay, sorry, and I'll just wiggle my way back down under the snow again.
So wait, is he also on Kaido's back now?
He is now.
Yes.
All right. Kaido doesn't know what this new weight is, so he's just gonna like shake aggressively to get all the snow off.
I'll be collecting my things and anything the children brought and just putting it in my bag of holding as Kaido destroys Christmas.
So you shake violently, and the snow shakes off.
It's on
It
the
wasn't
Oh.
wasn't densely packed.
It's me. Hi, I'm here now.
Hi. Is Price okay? I haven't heard him say anything.
I'm maybe sitting on him.
Oh no. Sorry. That's way too funny to me. I'm so sorry. Price, you alright?
Just see like the just snow start to kind of cave in a little bit, and then all of a sudden, just kind of like the opposite of burrowing, like digging a hole, just but digging out of the ground. You see like these tiny little hands are covered in snow. Get me out!
Oh.
Oh, I am not sitting on him. So I'd like to get off Kaido's back.
Alright, Kaido's gonna move to help Price though.
And all that
So-
remains of the attempted snowman is just a mound of snow.
Sure, you can build it back up, Max.
There's plenty of snow here for a snowman.
No, that's all right. Come here, kids. Just give me all your stuff. We'll have to build a new snowman from scratch. Maybe a snow army.
And I just have my bag like of holding like stretched open so they can drop all their valuables into it.
Well,
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Why?
What's inside the
Okay.
snow? I really have no idea.
Why are they just giving him things? Did they?
We're building snowmen.
Well, then build a snowman.
We did. You broke it.
Build another one.
Build another
Yeah,
one.
we are. We're collecting all our stuff so we can build another one.
So they
Don't
would
worry.
come
This is what
back.
I'll be doing while you're going about town adventuring.
So they would
Mhm.
come back with 12 scarves of various gaudy holiday scarves, like pictures of like some kind of a deer with glowing noses and antlers, like snowmen, would look to be like these small spheres that, they're scarves, but maybe they're meant to be illuminated in some kind of like pine trees. They pine.
What else? What else?
Let's see, so it's 12 of those. They come back with 8 sticks. And what else did you ask for? Gold sticks.
Jewelry, coins, coal.
Quote unquote valuables. That's, I believe, the word you actually used.
Let's see, and so they come back with like 9. Let's see, 9, 2, 3, 4 silver. Yeah, 9 silver worth of just stuff, coinage, etc. And then 16 pieces of coal. Because,
I'm gonna
it's
dump
kind
all
of cold
this into
here.
my bag of holding
Mhm.
and just say,
All right, kids. First thing tomorrow morning, we're gonna get restarted on these snowmen. But me and my constituents, we have business to do. Grown-up
Aw.
stuff, you wouldn't know about it.
The kids look like sad. And let's see. I'm trying to think how this would affect Max. A lot of them look at you with like this sense of defeat and disappointment. Let's see. How about we get a? Let's see what check. That'd be wisdom based. I guess an insight. Yeah, I guess insight makes sense. Yeah. On a 13. Yeah, even you would notice this. Like it's like watching the life and the joy just draining out of the cheeks of these cheery children. Not necessarily life, but definitely the joy, as the thing that they were really excited to have happen didn't.
can I kind of look into the distance at where we last saw the troll and see if he's lurking about in any capacity?
Give me a perception. You are unawares of if he is or is not.
All right. So I just kind of squint into the distance and then look back at the kids, and then I look at Kaido and all of them, and I just say,
Sorry, kids, it's out of my control. It's these grown-ups over here ruined everything.
Say what now?
Destroyed our snowman, Kaido.
I was buried inside a giant snowball, though.
And we were making the best out of a bad situation.
The best out of a bad situation would have been just getting me out of it.
We were finding love in a hopeless place.
I thought that was at our hotels.
Anyway, what are we doing next?
We were going to the
We gotta find Oliver's brother.
Who?
Oliver's brother. Hey kids, where's Oliver's brother?
Which Oliver?
The cool one.
They look at each other and they kind of like tap their chin. They do this thing where they huddle up and they look at the ground, and then they're kind of like talking amongst each other, and they're like, Oliver, which one? Which that one? No, that can't be that. The cool one. No, the cool one has. And they are completely encapsulated in trying to figure out which Oliver is the coolest right now.
Olivers are there?
Why are we looking for Oliver's brother?
I have no idea. Something about guy messages, I think.
So how long do you want to wait for these kids to figure this out? Because they seem like they're racking their tiny little brains, and it might take a while.
I'm pretty rude. I would just give up immediately and follow Kaido.
Where are we going, Bryce?
Well, the only building that's really standing out is that one. And
Okay.
I think it's made out of gingerbread.
Sorry, said what?
I don't know. It has frosting on it.
Sure, that's just dripping plaster or something logical for houses to be made of, right?
Kaito, do you smell that?
I smell a lot of things in this place. I don't know what you're talking about. Be a little more specific.
The gingerbread house?
Does he smell specifically gingerbread coming
there's
from
a-
that specific house?
Well, there's a lot of gingerbread smells in houses are coming from them.
He's gonna look at Price like, you do realize there's gingerbread smells coming from everywhere, right?
Oh, maybe that's what I smell.
Well, Price, if you're certain it's frosting, why don't you lick it?
Okay.
I'll toss him up just so he can lick it. Let's go. Here we go. Hold on.
So this is up at the gingerbread house.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's getting tossed up to the lick the ice. He's getting yoked.
All right, so you get the old Yeetaroonie. Yeah, it's high enough. So where are you tossing them? Just like on the roof? On
More probably wherever would be a good spot for him to like kind of land to be able to actually lick this ice, quote unquote icing. That Kaido is pretty sure is only plaster, but
teaching Price to lick doorknobs. Got it. So you land where, you know, Kaido wanted you to land.
Is it plaster?
You just like scoop a bit with his finger, just eat it.
So it's definitely snow amidst it. As it is snowing.
Mm-hmm.
But upon your taste test, there's some sweetness to it. Albeit a bit watered down because, you know, snow.
Right.
Wait, I'm just remembering something.
What?
Doesn't
I
lead
wanna-
paint taste sweet?
I don't know. I've never tried lead paint.
I've never tried lead paint either, but I've heard about it.
Don't listen to Monty, kids.
What, don't eat lead paint?
Tastes horrible. Don't try it.
Yeah, don't eat lead paint. Don't. But how are we gonna know if it's icing if lead also tastes sweet? If it's icing and it tastes sweet.
But that's
could
not
it also be
paint.
lead?
That looks like it's plaster.
Well, I
Just
don't know
plaster
then.
tastes
Would lead plaster taste good?
Why would there be
Price, what
lead
is
in
it?
plaster?
I don't know. Price, what does it taste like?
This moral debate about fucking paint taste.
Have you never eaten paint?
No. Have
Well,
you
me
actually
neither.
eaten paint?
No.
Say.
No. Why would I eat paint? That doesn't make any sense.
tastes sweet, apparently.
So I've heard. I didn't eat paint. I didn't.
So, okay, Price, is that paint? That's or plaster?
Or frosting.
It tastes like frosting. You guys really, I mean, we're standing in front of a gingerbread house.
Uh-huh. That we think it's a gingerbread house.
Uh,
I'm sorry,
But-
he only got like a 7 on his perception. He doesn't notice.
yeah.
Can I like put my hand on the wall of this house and like rub the wall a little bit and see if crumbs come off?
How much pressure you putting on?
Not that much. Just like I'm mostly relying on the friction of rubbing my hand on the wall to produce crumbs.
We walk into town. Max immediately swindles all the children, and then the rest of us are starting to vandalize a building.
It's a Christmas miracle story. So, upon like initial, you don't see any crumbs come off, but you know, maybe it's just a matter of the type of gingerbread if you're not really applying a whole lot of pressure.
Hmm. Okay.
But if you guys are like right next to the walls, there's definitely a strong aroma of gingerbread.
I'm probably still where I tossed Price so I could try to catch him on his way back down.
Kaido, I think this might be a gingerbread house. It smells very strongly of gingerbread.
I mean, this whole town smells strongly of gingerbread, doesn't
It
it?
smells stronger here.
But why would anyone build a building out of gingerbread? It makes no sense.
Why would anyone use icing to bind it together? I don't know.
Are we sure it's not sweet pink?
That would actually, I think, depend on the texture of the icing. Hey, Price, what's the texture like?
I'm sorry.
Is it like slightly grainy? Is it smooth? Does it look like it was like handmade? Like homemade icing?
Definitely homemade icing.
So a little
I just-
grainy?
I picture they're both talking to each other, standing on the ground. And Price, after a couple moments, just jumps off of the roof, and he's gonna hold
shit.
the cloak of billowing out, and he's probably just gonna like belly flop into the snow.
I mean,
Bloomp.
kind of would make a lunge to try to catch him. 'cause
I'm
you guys
just,
watching for
I picture
that.
like you guys are just facing each other talking, and just
Oh, I
like
said
camera-
he's watching Price, waiting for him to be ready to
I'm
come
just-
back down.
I know. I'm just
He
saying
just
it'd be
wants to belly
funny.
flop
Like
into the bushes.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Okay,
um,
fine.
movie scene where it's focused on you guys, and then in the background, Price just falling
All
into
you
the
hear is
snow.
thump.
It's like that. It's like that one scene from like every Christmas movie where the guy falls off the roof and the two are talking below him, and he just
Yeah.
goes through the background.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
Price is like, I'm okay.
Why did you jump? You should have said something.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can fly still.
Still?
I still it. Yeah, you've seen me do it a bunch.
I mean, I've thrown you a bunch. I don't know about seeing you fly.
What happens after you throw me?
You fall.
What would you call what I'm doing in the air?
Falling. With style.
Oh. Well,
Because you hit the ground, didn't you?
it's landing after flying.
Flying implies you got lift in the first place.
You think
without
we should
jumping.
find out who lives here?
Maybe.
We should
Maybe.
probably, yeah. That's a good idea.
If no one lives here, can I eat it?
I mean, that's not my call to make.
And as you're
I
having this
don't-
conversation, the camera, like, you know, the camera blurred on like the back of Kaido and Monty talking in the background and Price falling into the snow. And upon that question of, I wonder who lives here, the camera blurs on all of them, and there's just this giant, these like double doors that are made of gingerbread, like right there behind everybody.
Should
You're
we
at the front
knock?
door.
Yeah, we should probably knock.
Not
I
it.
think
The
it's a
last
little
time I
rude to
knocked on a
just-
door, I broke it.
It's a little rude to just walk into someone's house.
Like I said, not it. You can knock.
Okay. I'll knock. I'll knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock. You hear some footsteps on the inside getting closer.
Okay.
Like ominously or just in general?
Is there a difference?
I mean, yes.
I mean, if you're unsure of what's on the other side, is ominous necessarily any different than normal?
For someone with
So-
anxiety? No. No, it's not. And
then-
I knock on the door, I get anxious.
You see the door slowly slide open. No creaking. So you could at least ascertain that it's not stone or metal. If anything, it kind of grinds a little bit, like if you took a couple of cookies and just started dragging one over the other.
I
Okay.
think you're right. It might be.
Yeah, I told you.
I didn't know.
Who
And-
opens the door?
You see this gingerbread faced person poke their head out.
What?
Oh.
What?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm new to the neighborhood and I've never seen a house like yours before and I was so curious about it. What's your name? My name's Monty.
They call me Sweetie.
Sweetie, that's a lovely name.
Kaido's gonna try very hard not to laugh.
So, your house, I was really wondering, what is it made out of?
It's made out of sweets.
Sweet.
gingerbread.
Okay.
Gingerbread,
That gingerbread, that's why it smells so nice. I understand now.
just like me.
Just like you? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to ask. How are you speaking to us if you're a cookie?
How are you speaking to anybody if you're fleshy? It works.
Born this way?
He uses his little, like, he doesn't really have, like, the full, fingers, so it's more like the oven mitt hands. But he does, like, this mock, like, snap fingers and points it at you as best he can with oven mitt palms.
You were born a cookie?
Yep, right out the oven.
Are you?
Just like you, right?
I was not born out of an oven.
Then why do some of you fleshy people say buns in the oven?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh.
Honestly, I never understood that either.
Then we're not too different, you and I. Come in, come in. And he slides the door open.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'll step inside.
So will Kaido. Imagining he can get through the doors anyway.
They're double doors.
And yeah, he'll enter.
What's Max doing?
I'm just following behind. It's a little loud here. Oh, we'll see.
Out there.
All right. So, and I'm guessing Price goes in too after making a snow angel.
Yeah.
Very nice
Yeah,
snow angel.
definitely.
By the way.
So you walk in to Sweetie's house, and inside everything is made of some level of confection. There's like gummy bear bean bags. There's like gummy bear chairs. There's tables made out of gingerbread. There's
I have
like,
one serious, important question.
hmm?
Are there any chairs made out of gumdrops?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Basically any confection you can think of, there's furniture in some way, shape, or form shaped to, well, work.
Bryce is gonna open up his briefcase, and he's gonna reach in, and grab like a little journal, and close up the briefcase, and he's just gonna kind of flip open a couple pages and start taking notes about the building designs and everything like that. And if anyone's paying attention, the top of this page is gonna say possible wagon. And he's kind of like drawing pictures and making little diagrams of all these confectionery designs.
Yeah, imagine being in like an old timey like candy store, but instead of it being made of like wood and metal and stone and stuff, it's all made of like gingerbread and gumdrops and gummy bears and just basically anything that would be inedible is edible.
Hey, sweet.
Hmm?
I have a question.
Yeah?
If you were born from an oven and you are essentially a cookie fellow, what do you eat?
I don't really need to eat anything.
Oh, that's gotta be boring.
Is it?
You don't need to eat, but is there anything you like to eat? Or do you eat it all?
I've never had to eat anything. And he pats his little like button on shirt.
I see. Okay. So,
Actually, who has the best arcana here?
Not I. Probably Bryce.
Mine's +0.
I'm a -1, so you're ahead of me.
mine's a +1.
Hey.
I'm +2.
Hey.
All right. Well, I will allow you to make an arcana check.
Can I cast guidance?
You sure can. You can even assist him if you want. Because Max's rolls have been so stellar tonight.
Nice.
If it wasn't for that assistance. All right. So, Max, you walked in and you're just listening to this whole conversation transpire. You know, the architecture, the composition, them asking him like what does he eat, him talking about you know, we're not too different, you and I, etc., etc. And on a 21, you can ascertain that Sweetie here is a construct. And granted, it is a very unusual choice of material, but a construct nonetheless. So you would know that Sweetie never needs to eat, never needs to sleep, needs to drink, never needs to do any of that. So it can just go on and on and on, just like any other sentient automaton. Which it would even actually, you know what? It would even bring up a couple of memories from you know, the time before you crash landed and like auto gnomes, and how you probably had one or two of those, you know, as passengers on your ship.
True. I'm gonna try to break a piece of him off.
Wow.
What?
I want to make it okay.
Can we
I'm
stop
gonna
him?
make it look like an accident. Okay, this is the OOC. Alright. So I'm gonna walk up and just go, oh no, I'm tripping and falling, and then just like clench the shoulder too hard, just to get like a little smidge off, like the shoulder.
And you're trying to hide the fact that you're doing this?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's going to be a deception.
Oof.
14.
Plus 10, and that's a 14.
Plus bonus.
Beats it,
So-
beats it, right?
You stumble onto him, and he actually catches you. Like just like you get a good grip on him, like you're just about to get a piece off, but he catches you and stands you up. Oh, careful, careful! Wouldn't want a new friends getting hurt.
Yep, wouldn't want any new
Nice.
friends getting hurt.
And then I'm gonna stand up straight, dust myself off, and I'm gonna shake his hand and be like,
Thank you for catching me. What a gentleman. You know, you remind me of my kids in so many different ways.
and then I'm gonna look towards like Monty and them because they know that I'm talking about the mimics.
What?
Oh. But I'm gonna nod. I'm gonna nod like subtly though.
I want to squeeze his hand too tight whenever we're shaking hands to try to break a piece off again.
I think that'll be a strength check, wouldn't it?
I need to test this for science.
So that would be a athletics. We'll have it be opposed. And then he has a plus a bonus. Okay.
Break your own hand.
So you go to try and get a piece off of him, and he puts just as much strength into it as you do. Like he starts out with a really not really the stern grip, but then you tighten it like you're trying to pull a little bit, and then he also does the same thing. He's like, oh, okay, and kind of like trying to pull you back. And it
All right,
becomes
I've
like
been
really
foiled.
awkward handshake.
Yeah, and I'm like, and it's just us with like in a long handshake, just 10, 15 seconds long, and I keep trying to tighten it, and it's just not happening at all. And finally, just like I just jerk my hand back, right? I'm like, yeah, thanks for everything. And then I'm gonna turn and walk, and as I pass like Monty, I'm gonna say,
Mark my words, by the end of this week, we're going to eat that cookie.
Oh my god.
Pax.
and then I just go stand in the back.
Bryce is gonna like nudge Kaito. Be like, see, there's
mean
men in there. They're long
Bryce?
handshakes.
Did you say Max is gonna just give me a handshake?
I said, Price is gonna nudge Kaito,
Oh.
and he's gonna point at Max and say,
Oh, you pointed it.
See?
Okay. I missed the line. Sorry.
"There's men
Phil,
in
how's it
their
going?
long handshakes."
Oh. Yeah, yeah. Why is it a thing
Oh.
they do?
What brings you here to Mirthwood?
A portal.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Are
on that?
there,
No idea.
are there any like good shops around here that you can recommend, or perhaps some kind of town hall or something that you could point us to?
Well, and he takes a step back and opens his arms wide. You're in the town hall.
This is the town hall? Oh, nice. Good.
you
How
go to the
convenient.
Town hall.
Are you the mayor?
He puts his hands on his hips and looks up, which is really awkward because he's a cookie. Yep. That's me, Mayor Sweetie.
Here, sweetie. There we go.
Did they-
Okay.
bake you to be the mayor, or did you get elected? On this
Sorry.
question, I'm sorry.
Say again.
Kaido asked if were you baked just to be the mayor, or were you voted in?
Well, yes.
To which?
Yes.
I'm confused now.
They voted to bake you into the mayor.
Yes.
Wait,
No. Yes?
you don't know, do you?
I came out the oven, and they said I was mayor.
I see. So you just came out of the oven and they had you be the mayor and just left you to it?
Yep.
Did they at least teach you what a mayor does? I don't even. What do mayors do anyway?
They do exactly what I do.
What's that?
Mayor stuff.
And that is. I don't know what mayor stuff is.
Well, people
You're
talk to
honestly
me,
only the second mayor I've met.
and I talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
and then, well, I keep my house clean,
Okay.
and
it sounds
sometimes
like-
people need stuff, so I get it for them.
need what kind of stuff?
Materials, stuff to build things. People need food.
Like,
I
are you
would-
like
no.
socially awkward or something, Kaido? This is the worst conversation I've ever heard.
Then
If
you
I
take
shake
the
your
fuck
hand,
over.
you're like, oh, I've never met a centaur before. What do they do? Oh, and how do you eat food? You put it in your mouth? Like, he's the mayor. He does mayor stuff. He just explained all of that. Hey, mayor, what's going on in this town? Something reeks. Something afoul is afoot.
It smells pretty good in here.
You don't even
And
have a
he- and he-
nose.
And he sniffs the air, and his little button nose like moves like it's like like it's sniffing the air.
That doesn't count. You don't even have any olfactory senses.
Nope.
What?
Well, we do have a
It's how
factory.
people smell things, Kaido.
Oh.
There's a factory around here?
Mm-hmm. Haven't heard from him in a while though.
And what do they make?
Toys.
Toy factory.
Yep.
Is there a reason you haven't heard from them in a while?
No idea.
Okay. Well,
But-
what direction was this factory in?
That way. No, wait. That way. No, wait. That way.
Okay.
And then he taps
What?
his chin. No, wait. That way. Was it that way?
Are you sure?
Nope.
So how long have you not been in contact with this factory that
Oh,
kind of
About a
struggling
week.
to keep up with this conversation?
About a week?
yep. Which is unfortunate because it's coming up pretty soon that we usually get the toys to the kids.
Is the what? The kids around town?
Yep.
Well, do you have anyone who's able to go check on them? You know, your people?
None of them have come back.
That does not sound good.
That does not sound good.
Oh no, did we just get another mission without having a mission?
What?
Well, like that haunted house wasn't really our mission, but we ended up in there for days.
What are you, like a spy or something? What do you mean mission?
I work for the guild.
What's the guild?
Guild that stationed through the town. I work for I forget her name. It's been weeks since we had to talk to her. Oh God, the spider lady. What's her name?
It sounds like a very real job that you have, Kaido, that you can't remember the name of or where it is or how it
Yeah, out of
operates.
character asking the DM. It's been weeks, months. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name. I know she's a Drider.
What guild? The guild.
It's got a person in charge. She's like a spider.
She's a big spider.
She's a Drider. It's completely different.
Charlotte. That was her name.
No, was it? Or was
She
it?
gives me orders in web.
Now you're just making fun of me.
So, Gingy, do you have any milk?
His name's Sweetie.
Whatever.
I think I have some, yeah.
Cold, tall glass of milk. Like maybe 5 of them. That way everybody can have one.
Yeah, I have some of that.
All right, if it's not too much trouble, please and thank you.
No problem. He turns around and goes into like this other door. It's also made of gingerbread.
Wait, why do we want milk?
Gingerbread's kind of a tough cookie. Sometimes you have to soak it.
But we're not.
We are not eating Sweetie.
You want to eat Sweetie?
I mean, it's right there in the name.
We are not eating. I am not eating Sweetie. You're not eating Sweetie either.
That is the mayor of the town.
They
That's-
need their mayor.
Do they? What the
And-
fuck kind of mayor stuff does he do? He sits around town doing nothing all day.
Who else is
You
gonna do
just
the mayor
mocked me
stuff?
for asking him that.
That's because I enjoy mocking people. I would have mocked you no matter what you did. Don't feel bad.
That's probably really true.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's nothing
Sorry.
personal. That's how I show affection. If I didn't
Well,
care
we're-
about you, I'd just ignore you and pretend you didn't exist.
That's what he does when he's eating confections.
I'm sorry, Reeves.
Bryce is gonna stick his head out the door. From here, can he see the factory?
From here, no.
You think
Well-
there's someone who would know where it is?
We could definitely ask around town about the factory. I'm certain someone will know where it is.
But mostly because there's other buildings in such close proximity. So
Yeah,
line of
makes sense.
sight.
I have an idea.
I was just picturing
What if I just
Sweetie
throw
not-
Price straight up into the air and let him look around?
Well, that's up to you guys. As Sweetie comes back with just this huge platter of milk and cookies, but the milk is like it's in vials and they're all corked. And the
Interesting
cookies
that I
are
have milk.
in like the little like cookie tin. Very festively decorated.
Wait, he's offering us cookies. Yeah? Am I understanding this correctly?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. The gingerbread person is offering cookies.
We don't have to worry about being like cannibalistic, do we? In
How
this
tall is
scenario.
this gingerbread person?
He's about the size. Let's see, height. I'd say he's like 5'10".
A pretty big cookie.
Not really. It's not Kaido's stance.
It's big when you
Kaido.
compare him to other cookies.
You think he'd be, if you broke off a piece, you think he'd be able to chew it?
Why do you want to break up a piece?
I just
No.
want to know. I just want to know. That's all I want
Ask
to do.
him. Maybe he'll answer you.
All right. Hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever tried to eat you?
Yeah.
Shit, really?
What happened?
Some kids really like the sweet smell.
How did it turn out? Are they okay? I see you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
But were they?
They're fine.
Did it break off their teeth?
Nope.
Did you grow? Did they even take a piece?
Oh, they did.
Did you grow back?
Yeah, I did.
Can we have a piece?
Okay. Which piece do you want?
Oh.
I want the middle finger.
He
Okay.
got mitten hands. He ain't got no middle finger.
He just breaks his whole hand off and gives it to you.
I'm gonna uncork the milk, and then dab a little on there, and then take a bite, see if it's actually any good.
So when you go to uncork the milk, give me a perception.
Hmm.
Don't worry, the DC is extremely low. Don't get a 1. There it is. So as you go to uncork the milk, you notice that there is something like, what was it? Like there's a label on it, but there's also like a little piece of paper sticking out of the tin, and even an extra like piece of parchment that is underneath the tin. And they all have writing on them.
I wad up the writing in the paper into a ball and throw it over my shoulder as I dip my cookie in milk.
All right.
I will pick up the paper that he just threw over his shoulder.
Oh no, you don't have to. No, there's no need for any of that. No, you don't
Right,
need
already
that.
done, DM.
There's nothing that important on it.
We about to be Alice in Wonderland. That
So-
silence is way too loud.
I mean, would you prefer me to say no?
I dip and eat my cookie.
Oh no.
Oh, can I sandwich it between 2 cookies from the tin?
So you pop the tin open.
Uh-huh.
There's another note also there with writing on it. Ball it up and yeet it to.
This one I'm gonna aim at Kaido's head.
What? What? Hey. Can I try to, just catch it?
So you put a bunch of paper in my cookies and milk. I'm trying to relax here, not read a book.
Can I look at this paper that just got chucked at me?
Yeah, it's a balled up piece of parchment.
I want to unball it and read it.
Written on it, as you unball it, I'm guessing Price is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Written on it, it says, in case of emergency, present to newcomers and ask for help.
You need help?
Huh?
I don't know. This says to be presented to newcomers and ask for help.
He looks at you like quizzically.
He's gonna show him the paper. This literally says this.
These little like eyes squint and try and read.
You don't
Did
know.
I
how to
forget
read,
to
do you?
mention I can't read?
You did forget to mention you can't read. But this states that in case of emergency, present to new people and ask for help. So
Oh,
it's
that doesn't sound good.
So there is no emergency we have to worry about, right? Because there's no emergency. No, you already kind of
Where
told
did
us
you
that
get
you haven't been
these?
in touch with the. Oh god, it's
The only place that I knew that there was any, in a very locked and secured safe.
Who put him there?
It's probably really
Oh.
important.
How long ago were you made mayor?
He tries to count on his one hand, but he only has 2 fingers. And then he points at each of you. That many of you in what they call weeks. Orc. Orc.
Where are we Bjorken? Hey! Right! Stop!
Orc.
So would you like us to go check the toy factory? Is that
I mean, nobody else has come back. It could be dangerous.
yeah, that's fine.
How many people have gone that haven't come back? Stop it!
The puppers is concerned too.
No, there's some. I think the cat's out in the yard again, and she's very upset by it.
All right, sorry. So you're asking how many people have been sent, right?
Yeah, how many people have gone to the factory that haven't come back?
He points to each of you. If there were 1, 2, if there were 5 of each of you, I'm still
And
learning
why
how
do
to
so many
count.
people keep going and not coming back?
Good question.
Hey, I'm trying to RP. Stop.
-1 RP for dog.
He's gonna turn and look at Monty and Price and Max like, I have a feeling that we need to figure this out too, just like the other place. And I really don't know if we really should, but I feel like we have to.
Yeah, I think we should go look for these people. They could be in danger. We should go also see if there's anyone at the toy factory and if they're in need of help as well.
Well, that's the people who've gone missing have gone there.
Well, the people who have gone missing, and there could have also been people who already were there when they cut off contact with the toy
Oh,
factory.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
What's the note say?
I already told you what the note says. It says, in the case of an emergency, offer to new folks and ask for help. That's all it says.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess as mayor of Mirthwood, I humbly request your assistance.
Okay.
Okay.
At this point,
Oh.
you actually see his little gingerbread hand just slowly. It's almost like it's a piece of like bread is just what's the term? Like the yeast, like when the bread expands, kind of like that.
Oh, so it's like all like bubbling out and kind of grotesque looking, or is it just like bread rising?
Bread rising.
Okay, that's a lot. That is not the idea I got in my head after your description. So, who should we ask about where the factory actually is? Because you told us a lot of directions.
And hold on. And he disappears, leaving you
Uh-oh.
guys with 1 tin and 1 flask of nice cold milk. 1 for each of you. To which Max already consumed. Then he comes back and he presents a tiny little map that looks like it was made on like some licorice parchment,
Oh,
and the like the markings, instead of it being like ink, it looks like little what you call like pixie sticks sugar. Okay,
oh,
so this is
okay.
us,
uh-huh.
and the factory is here, and there's just like a like just like an X where the factory allegedly would be.
Okay. Any guess on how long of a trip it's going to be?
And I've never been there.
Fair. That's fair. Well, who's all in?
Price will just kind of nod. Are all the these pieces of parchment that are going with the, I guess, the vials of milk and cookie tins, they all say the same thing?
Yes, they do. Almost like somebody tried to make it so blatantly obvious that it is almost impossible, unless you were actively trying to ignore it, to get one of these notes.
Right.
I wonder who could have possibly been trying to ignore these notes.
As you have this thought, Max is just chugging that milk from the vial, clearly not paying attention to anything going on, but just like nodding in agreement.
All right. Is there a market or shop or something we should stop at first before we go, or?
I don't know. Do you need anything?
No, it depends on what kind of shops you got.
Clothes? Food? I guess whatever people usually want to sell.
It sounds perfect. I got a bunch of clothes to sell.
Where did you get a bunch of clothes to sell?
The city of David. I've told you this.
I don't understand who this David is.
It's the name of the town.
What town?
The town of David.
But if there's a town of David, there's got to be David in the town, right?
You would think so. You'd be wrong.
I don't understand.
And it's filled with pirates and mimics now. Also, fairies, probably.
Right. Well, are we stopping somewhere then?
We can get it on the way back.
Okay, but anybody else chiming in anything, or are we gonna just go to this map location?
I think I'm good to go.
All right. Well, sweets. Hopefully we don't die, and we'll see you again soon.
Hopefully not. You'll certainly come
Hopefully
back.
not.
Unlike the others that haven't.
That does not help my confidence, but all right, let's go.
Oh, I meant to say, and then he just gives you a thumbs up because all he has is a thumb.
Thanks, sweets. And they leave to go to the factory? Question mark.
And we leave to go to the factory.
So you step outside, and you probably try. So you're probably going to the like edges of town, which once you're outside of the houses and the buildings and all that, you have a much clearer view of the other area, right? And you can see like there it goes out a little bit, but there's this hill that leads up, and there appears to be like some kind of a building or complex just above like the tree line. So it's like there's a bunch of there's Mirthwood, and then there's a big clearing area, and then the forest starts again, but then past the forest is like this hill that leads up, and you can see like a building on top of it.
A lot of words.
So I'm assuming the building on the hill is the factory.
Did anybody take the high definition licorice map?
Yes. Either Kaido has it, or he would have taken it and handed it to someone who wanted it.
Okay.
I guess Kaido has it.
Unless you wanted it, he would have handed it to you.
Nah, I think I'm good. You can hold on to it this time.
All right. So I'm guessing you're heading towards the factory. The lickety split.
Yep.
All right. So luckily, you don't really need to do much about like trying to figure out where to go or direction because you were able to see clearly where it was, and you know if you just keep going in this direction, you will be able to get to it and not have to worry about getting lost. So to that point, you pretty much make your way to this hill and to this building with no issue or complication. Well,
That's
maybe.
suspicious.
Let's see. I guess everybody can make me a perception check.
Oh, I'm not good at these. Even though my perception is a +4, I'm not good at these. I have a +4. Why am I not good at these? Dear fucking
It's better
Lord.
to roll low on a perception than a death saving throw.
Oh man. I think Price forgot to blink and had something in his eye.
I got a nat 1 and still rolled better than Kaito.
You.
You also use guidance. All right. So you make your way to the building. And it looks like a pretty standard looking building on the outside. Stone wall, covered in snow. There is a gate around it, but it's pretty easily it's more of a fence than it is a gate. To which, like, if you really want to, you could just like climb right over it. But yeah, it just looks like this big stone building. A pretty decent contrast from the town itself, which is like wood and it's very homely and welcoming, and like this is just sort of there, existing.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. What I missed?
You missed the description of the building.
Oh.
So, you said the gate was more like a fence. Did we go through the... I'm assuming there's some kind of door on the fence, or is it just one that you can just hop?
Both.
Alright, I'm gonna be polite and try the fence door first and see if it's locked.
Nope, it just opens up like a
Okay.
normal gate.
Guess I don't need to hop the fence.
Yep, and it just, and you know, atop the fence, it's just like little snowflake motifs.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so are y'all coming too, or?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Same.
So you walk up to the front door.
Welcome
Quote
to the
unquote
front
door.
door.
Looks like a
And
door.
I guess I knock.
Knock, knock, knock. There's no response. But when you knock, you realize the door is not only not locked, it's not even shut. It just
it's
creaks
slightly
open.
That's not a good sign. I guess I'll just open the door and peek inside.
So inside, room count. So inside, it is I guess the best way to describe it. So it is a room that looks like the entirety of its composition, and it doesn't feel like it, but it looks like the room is made of ice, but it's not really. It's just stone that is painted and designed to look like really cool looking ice, kind of like that light bluish tone. And when you stick your head in, it's not cold like ice, so you know it's not you stepping into a freezer, but it just maintains that motif of somebody like chiseled the walls, and like this table that's sort of in the middle of the room, and just it's made of like, actually think marble, but instead of it being like black and white, it's like white and like bluish. I think that's a better way to describe it. Kind of takes on a little icy tone to it, but it's just a room. 5, 10, 60. And there's like a table in it.
Can I do? Oh, I mean, I rolled in that one on perception, so never mind. I was gonna see if I noticed something, but Bryce is gonna just kind of cautiously bring up. So the mayor said 20 people showed up here,
Yes.
not at the same time, but
No, they came to come here and they never come back.
I have a
yeah.
scene check
How
ready for
easy was it for us to get here? The door's open.
Which is why I haven't
That-
come back.
Yeah, that's why there's no signs of why anyone would be stuck. So, I mean, do you see any signs of anyone actually
Uh,
have been here?
That I noticed.
I don't see anyone in here.
Well, like, I mean, look
do
around.
we-
Does it look like anyone's even come through here? They said 20 people.
So Monty
Came
opened
to
the
check
door,
on the
but didn't
place.
go in, right?
Yeah, he just peeked inside.
And there's nothing inside.
Yeah, it's like a table. Well, looks like a kind of maybe a chair, but not really.
And the stones are painted to look like ice.
Yes.
Alright, Kaido's gonna sigh. I'm like, okay, I'll bite the bullet. And he'll gently walk around Monty and just step inside and see if anything happens.
Nope. Does everybody follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I
Yep.
can do a scene transition. Doo-doo-doo.
Transition. What was that from? Oh, I think it was the Batman transition. The old timey wimey Batman.
Yeah.
It's been years since I watched that. Loading something special. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's shiny.
This hardly even looks like a factory.
That's true. I don't see anything that looks like a door from here than what's behind us.
Yep, you'd notice that there are no doors.
No
That-
doors.
You shall not, none simply pass into nor door. If anything, it looks more like these archways of the pretty similar motif, like these icy, snowflake patterns. But there's no doors. It's very well lit.
This is something I can move around, right? This thing.
Yeah, that's just part of like the archway design.
But I can get around it, right?
Yeah.
Poke his nose down this hallway. There's also
Uh,
another archway I can go through, around, whatever. Right?
Yep.
I just want to make sure I wasn't misunderstanding what was on his map. Looks like another hallway. Another arch. Do you want to check the room down there real good before we move on, or do you think we're good to just go down the hallway? Oh, okay, bye, Monty.
Oh, sorry.
Totally
You
wasn't
said check,
talking to you.
you said check. You said check the room that we were just in really good. So I was agreeing with you by moving
could have
back.
just said sure, like acknowledge, not just like fuck you, bitch, walk away.
Sorry, I forgot to say something.
It's fine. He's laughing a little bit to himself now. As he waits.
I said it in my head, if that counts.
Yeah, it can. He's chuckling again.
All right. Well, so there's like a table and like a chair in here. What are the corner things?
So those are like think of them as like little table things, but they're cropped out from the wall like almost like little countertops, but there's space under them, so if you want to tuck under them or put something under them, you could. So it's really just a countertop that covers that corner, like if people were to walk in and like put their stuff on it.
Oh. What's the circle thing right here?
That is the table you saw.
Oh, so there's these tables and then there's these tables.
Yeah,
Well, that
like one
and
table
those
and then the
tables.
little countertop things.
Okay.
Are there any buttons we could press or sconces we could flick?
Not that's readily apparent.
All right,
Kind of
after
like
I'm on this
watching
table.
Monty down the hall, like just like wondering, did you guys find anything?
Not yet, no.
You what on the table?
I'm gonna drum on it with my hands. Yep.
I don't think there's anything in this room. Can I there's no like door or anything that I see aside from the doors we just entered.
Correct. Max doing the bar thing again.
And none of the sconces or anything look suspicious.
Nope, they are just all lit up.
Hey. Well, I guess there's nothing here. It is curious why the sconces are lit up if there's no one here, though.
So many lights. But it makes
I'm
sense.
just gonna go back down the hall. Hey,
Nothing, huh?
Kaito. Not really, no.
Like, you want to walk the entire way, or you want to look?
Oh, I'm fine walking.
Okay. Why can't I grab my? There it goes.
Oh,
I'm just going to the other archway.
I didn't know how far the other archway was.
I assume that's what all these are, the archways.
Yep.
Cooler looking things. Well, there's 3 more hallways in the next room, and there's something in the center. He's gonna point at it, but he has no idea what the fuck that is.
I'm glad you asked as you approach. Hold on, let me. I miss having my old add-on for Foundry. Oh, I miss it so much. There we go. So you get to this archway, and in the middle of the room appears to be this imagine like it's like what's it called? Can't remember. I gotta find a description for it. So imagine like how like rings have their like gem set, the little like setting that it has, like the little claw that holds it in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, but this one's made of gold and silver, and in the part where it would be holding something, it's just an empty slot.
Huh. Why does that thing look empty? Looks empty to you
Maybe
too?
that does look a little empty. Maybe there's something missing.
I'm taking another step forward. What the hell are those? Is that not a table?
Let's see what you see.
Is that a table?
Yes, there's
Okay.
indeed a table in the middle of the hallway.
Table in the hallway.
And I guess
Wait,
from
what?
your perspective, you can kind of sort of see a second one next to it.
Yeah. That's weird. So, do we want to split up and check the hallway? Get more of the hallways checked, or are we sticking together?
I think it's best we stick together.
Well, you want to go left, straight, or right?
Let's go left first, since that's
Left
close.
is always right. Are these tables completely blocking the hallway?
They are not. They're actually very low to the ground. Very unusually, almost like somebody took table legs, cut them in half, and put them back here. They're set unusually low. Easy to step over.
I don't step over it then, because that's gonna be easy peasy. Is this another table?
And
Why
Kyle's
are
the
so
first
many
one to step over?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Oh.
so when that happens...
Oh no, what did I do?
So when that happens, you probably weren't really paying attention, but since Monty... So you jumped over it, and this is an easy...
Jump over, I stepped over it.
Well, the effect is still the same. Passed over it.
Okay.
You want to split hairs, meh.
Yeah.
So, Monty, you would see the coloration of these tables invert.
Huh?
Invert?
Windows Update. No. So the one on the top, you notice the colors on them, they switch.
Mhm. So the darkish gray becomes the blue, and the blue becomes the darkish gray.
Yep.
What?
What?
How did
He's gonna turn back at him like I assume he doesn't notice because kind of not perceptive today.
Nope.
the color of the table changed?
What do you mean? They're both tables.
Monty's gonna like crouch down next to the table, and he's going to tap at the two different colors and say they swapped. These two colors swapped.
Kind of like raise a brow, like, are you sure? But he's gonna look at him back and forth, like, I mean, those are the colors they were, weren't they?
They're the correct colors, but they're in the wrong place. Why did they change?
I don't know. Do you want to wait here while I check out the room?
Yeah, I'll wait here. You look around the room.
It
What'd
looks
you
like
see?
another fucking table, honestly.
That is indeed another table, much larger.
He's gonna
And much
turn and look
taller.
at Monty, hands on his hips, like, why in the hell would somebody have this many tables in a factory?
Maybe it's not a toy factory, but a table factory.
Oh, maybe.
Either that, or this is where they're making the things on the tables.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is
you
just
know,
like a
you would also
statue?
notice, yep, that there are two statues in here.
What's this thing?
A chair.
A chair. Well, I don't have.
But
the
yeah,
type
so
of
there's
butt to
four
sit in
there's
a
four
chair.
pillars in here, a table that currently seems to be matching the full blue with the light center, and two statues that just stand watching as guardians upon a room, even though they're kind of tucked behind pillars.
So I don't see anything else of interest in here. Yeah, it just looks like a room with two statues, a chair, and a table. Although this table kind of looks like that table. He's gonna point at whatever one it was because, like, you said it so fast.
Hey,
my
try
brain just
drumming
went
on
through
it?
Drumming on what?
On the table.
No. Should I?
Yeah,
With what? What you need, like, sticks
with
for
your
that?
hands.
Oh, right. I guess he'll turn and try drumming on the table, even though he thinks it's not gonna do a damn thing. Does anything happen drumming on the table, you know? Yeah, I see nothing. Right? Hello?
One sec.
Okay.
My thing is lagging.
Okay.
It's so laggy all of a sudden. Fuck. Let me refresh.
I'm glad my dog didn't bark when I beat on my table. I was worried she would. She's a little taco right now, folded up underneath my feet. Oh, how is everybody?
I'm hungry. I want to go get food.
Okay. Hey. Our food.
Can't
Food's good.
can't get any snackies or food right now because I have to watch this table. What?
I can't get any food or snackies because I gotta watch this table. Is how I heard it in my head. like, fuck this table, man. I gotta watch it. Sorry. It ended up being way more dramatic in my mind than what you actually said. That's how I started laughing.
Table, man. Table's out to get me.
Holy crap!
Right.
And a raid. Rayvarn, what up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Let me get you a shout out. How you doing, buddy?
Well, it's
That's nice.
New Year's, so I'm just sipping on some Welch's sparkling red grape in a wine glass.
It's New Year's.
Oh,
Yay.
I never popped at the Martinelli's last night. I forgot.
I have a
You
snack.
still got time today.
Oh,
remember-
yeah, you're right.
I have fruit gummies.
Okay, maybe I'll go pop some Martinelli's and get a snack. Anyway,
What is Martinelli's?
sparkling
Beverage.
apple cider.
All right. So now that my thing is not lagging, so you drummed on the table.
Yep. And he's so sure nothing's gonna happen because I don't know. He's just at the table.
Yep. So sure nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait a second. Did they just move? Do I have to roll initiative? Is that what this means?
no.
So do I see them move at all or no?
Nope.
Yeah, nothing happened, Max. Although this table does
You
look
have
like
to
that
do it
table.
rhythmically.
I did it as rhythmic.
You can't even say the word. How am I supposed to trust that?
Rhythmically. Oh my God, why can't I
It's not
say
like
that
trying to
word?
say Worcestershire sauce. It's just rhythmically.
It's Worcestershire sauce.
Well, this is where we agree to disagree.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
No, it's Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
You're adding extra syllables in there.
All right.
But Monty, this big table does look like that table, and he's going to point at the table it looks like. I don't remember which one he said it was, so good luck.
Okay. Can you do you think you can jump over that table?
The big one?
Yeah.
You can, like, turn his neck a little bit, like, well, run and start, probably.
Huh?
You want him to jump over the big table? He said, with a running start, probably.
I didn't hear the running start probably part.
Oh, sorry, I was macking on the fruit gummy. I didn't know.
Adjust
All right, he's going to take a run and try to leap over this table. I don't. Do I have to roll anything, DM?
So a jump. Let's see. So jumping
I know
is
it's
usually
based off your
strength based.
strength, but I know you get an increase when you get a running start, usually.
Because I think there's like a base, right?
Oh.
I always forget this particular rule because it's so convoluted.
Wasn't it
I think it's based on
something-
your strength score, right? If you move at
Wasn't
least 10
it
feet.
wasn't it like 5 times
think
your
it's your
strength mod
modifier.
or something?
For
And that's
jumping
how far you
distance?
can jump. I don't know.
Your modifier
It's-
at a standstill, I would have 15 normally.
All right, if you're long jumping, right? Whatever your strength score is, if you move 10 feet before, that's how far you can jump. So, like, if you have 14 strength, if you move 10 feet, you can jump 14 feet.
Well, I have 16 strength.
Then you can jump 16 feet. That's just long. That's not up. Up
Does that
is
with a
3
running
plus
start?
your modifier. That's you have to have a running start to get that. Yeah.
Oh.
And then like for chasms and stuff, you're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
I
get
knew
like
that
a
would
little
figure that.
DMs can like do like athletic checks or whatever.
Yeah, this is just like your base ability to do it without having to strain. So it's like you can
All right.
Just
Well,
guarantee
he
it.
ain't straining.
from behind that pillar.
Oh, is that a pillar? I knew that. I totally knew that was a pillar.
Run smack dab into a pillar.
Now, do I have to jump from here and land here, or do I jump from here to land here?
I mean,
not sure how
since
these
it's not
squares are working
perfectly
with the
aligned with the
table.
grid, just you can
Mhm.
hand wave it because the table's only like 10 feet, so it's just not
Ooh.
perfectly aligned.
Is that supposed to do something? Oh, you
Does
see
anything-
his title launch itself over this table from your view. What?
Uh-oh. Does anything change with the table in front of me when he does that?
Nope.
Um,
But the two statues seem to
I
have
think the
moved and
statues
blocked
just
the hallway.
vanished. Oh, they walked across?
No, they blinked. They're just there.
Oh, the statues are gone.
I'm concerned.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
How'd they get from there to there, though?
I don't think we should be hopping any more tables.
I only did it because you told me to.
I appreciate that you did it.
This
because I
room's a
told you
dead
to.
end. I'm going to have to hop another table.
You're going to have to hop another. You can't because the statues are on the tables.
How tall are the statues?
So, here, let me give you a image of what these statues currently look like. Do. Image.
They
Do.
look like a pile of snow.
Worse.
It's like a little visor. That's all I can see in the little tiny icon. Oh. Oh, they have
Oh.
teeth. Why do they have teeth? I don't like that they have teeth.
How else are they supposed to eat gingerbread?
Good thing I'm not gingerbread.
But
Yeah.
they are currently blocking your way out.
Do they look like snow? Like
They
actually
are-
look like snow?
Yep. Snow with teeth. Looks like part of my backyard.
We don't.
I'm
Like
doing pretty good,
that.
Mama.
I mean, I got a fire axe. I just melt it a little bit and get through, right? Right?
I don't know.
What if you hop the table again?
The big table?
Yeah.
I can't.
Again, yeah, because when you hopped it, they moved. So if you hop it again, they might move again.
Should I jump it in the opposite direction then, or the same?
Try the opposite direction.
All right. He's gonna run, and all you're gonna see is Kaido go flying over the table again.
All right.
What?
Well,
So
now we
I
can get
need-
out.
All right.
Bryce
Mhm.
and Max to give me a not opposed. Athletics. I always acrobatics and athletics are words that get caught in mixed up in my brain so much. Athletics checks. The strength one. As these statues appear behind you and seem like they're pushing you into the room with an 8 and a 12.
Okay, well, that didn't work.
That made it worse.
I don't
Should I
like being
jump it again?
pushed, so before he has a chance to jump, I'm gonna take out a sword and stab them. Whoever just pushed me getting hit.
No shoving. Do, do,
A
do,
roll attack.
do, do.
There you go.
Counter.
This one that pushed me. As soon as I get shoved in here and I've got like my heels like trying to grind against the floor, That's not normal. Like statues don't just get to be like, "Up, time to push." No, swords out. It's time to fight.
I like how getting pushed is Max's trigger of all the stuff Max does to people. It's like, oh hell no, you did. Oh, I will let you. I get attacked by a bulle. I get beat up by so and so. I run away from it. But oh heaven forbid you touch me.
Bryce
Oh, you
watches
did not.
and somebody pushes me into a hallway I don't want to be in. I take my earrings out and I pull out my rapier.
Oh girl, that bitch did not. Oh, I'm gonna take my weave off.
That bitch just fucked up.
So that would
Although I
hit.
think this is the first time that everybody would see Max take the first swing,
Is it?
right? I
That's a
think.
hit. Give me some damage.
Alright. That's 13. But wait, I'm not done. I am also going to use a blade flourish. I'm going to use mobile, and I'm going to push him 5 feet away.
You roll mark 3.
Can I just link it in the thing? Yeah, it's in there.
Also weapon X target. So let's do.
So
the
it's going to
damage.
be all right. So it's 13 for the damage plus. Hold on. This is also part of the damage. The blade flourish. It should be 1d8, so 5 extra damage, and I push 5 feet away plus a number of feet equal to the roll. So I push him 10 feet away while dealing 18 damage to him.
Okay, so
Damn.
18. Okay.
And then
Using
I'm
my
gonna
+1.
move out of this room.
So he would bump
Using
into
my
the
reaction.
pillar behind him.
Can I go diagonal right here? Like, because it's part of the reaction to be able to move after. Could I push them into the pillar and then just like reposition like that?
Yeah.
Could you push him this way?
You push
Like
the target 5 feet away from you. I guess that's a way. I don't need to really control him. I just wanted to get around. So if this works, then it's fine. I just shove him into the pillar.
So I'm not jumping any more tables.
No.
What kind of reaction did this have? Like, is it just acting like I just stabbed Snow?
Yeah. Just shoom shoom. Just you made a you made an M in the snow instead of a Z.
Yeah. Doing my little flourish, and then I kick it with my boot, and it felt like it backs into this pillar a little bit, and I slide like we're about to tussle. And then it's like in the fighting games where like you have something targeted, but you're not close enough to melee yet. So your character's like just kind of like their arms and their shoulders are like bobbing up and down a little bit, and their knees are like crouched, right? That's the position Max is in right now. And it's almost like fighter's etiquette. He's waiting for the snow monster to hit back.
So which table matches the one in the room?
So currently the solid.
All right. Tyler's gonna step over that one. Did they do anything?
Let's see your line of sight. Let's see. You would see that one of the statues is back over there.
Did the tables flip again?
Nope.
Nope.
But there's still the two in front of us.
Yep.
So how's the statue back
Where
again?
there were
over here.
statues that have moved, there are now 2 more statues
Oh,
in their
no.
place. But give me initiative. Fighting's happening.
Just remember, Monty, you're the one who told him to jump the table.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Nine.
Nesting statue. Accurate. So Kaido, you jumped over the table. Now what? Before those two.
Well, he knows he's got to get out of this hallway. They can't just live here forever. Oh, he's gonna move forward lane. And then he's gonna commit Barbar Rage first. Wait, here. There it is.
Oh, nice.
He's on.
They go with the
Well,
same
commit to
turn.
whack. Swing. I'm gonna inspire that. I'm not getting a nat 1. Nope, not doing it. Swing and swing. 12 and a 25. Do either hit? Oh, yes, yeah.
Both of them would land.
Womp. And womp. 15 and 15. Free fire
And-
from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I got the same roll both times.
So you melt this guy.
Literally or figuratively?
He's made of snow and you hit it with fire.
All right, then he's gonna move over here, and that's where he's gonna end his turn.
Max.
I look at Kaido as Kaido just melts this thing with his axe, and then I say,
Thanks for handling my light work there.
and then I'm gonna sheath my rapier, stick
Your
my
light work?
hands in my pockets, and then just casually like walk over here, and then end my turn.
What light work? What? Kaido's so confused. What light work? I didn't mess with no lights.
Alright, so all them get to go.
Except for the
Start
dead one.
The one that is right here. This guy. Sorry, I had to remember to move the camera for the stream. God, I miss that mod so much. So this guy has
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saw me murder his brother.
you assume they're relatives. How presumptuous.
Brother in arms. Yeah, you can't say I'm wrong in that department. They're on the same side.
Alright. So this guy just kind of melts into like water.
Huh?
And then appears on the other side of Max.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Max. Another athletics check.
It better not push me. All right. 21. I came prepared this time.
See what it gets. It has to be to 21.
Mhm.
Holy. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you get shoved.
What is this thing? It's like on the ceiling.
It's on the ground. Kind of shoves you past it. You get the feeling. Give me an insight. I guess it's a good thing that was an attack roll, huh? All right. So you're not sure what it's doing. It's just pushing you.
As I get knocked into Kaido's butt,
Hey.
I'm like half growling back here. Just
I don't know what these little snowmen are doing. They keep shoving me around. I don't like it. Give me your
You
gun,
decided to
Kaido.
My what?
Your gun.
I don't have a gun. I don't have a
What,
gun,
I
do I?
thought you were packing this whole time.
What gun?
Wow, you are not very useful today.
And this one appears over here.
What?
And another athletics check.
Well.
So it goes to try and shove you, but as it touches you, it's just like being hit by a snowball. And it has unsuccessfully moved the body. All right. And then the last one in the order. That's 60 feet. Okay. And another athletics check. Normal. All right. So 10 versus 16. So this bottom one shoves you another 15 through
thrown
Kaido
into Price.
and in the price. And this thing kind
No,
of
everybody just stand still while I get thrown around 7 times in a row.
I'm just angry at everybody.
and this
I have
thing
not stood still. I slapped one of them.
is standing in the area of the pillar, but it's amorphous enough to, you know, when willingly it can shift a little bit around it, whereas the other one unwillingly got pushed into it, so it just
I just pictured
clumped
just
it.
like the teeth in front of the pillar, and then the rest of it's kind of like behind the pillar because it's warped itself around it. That's always creepy. I hate that image in my mind.
Which brings us to Monty. You see these things just appearing and just shoving people around.
Specifically Max.
Specifically, Max getting
I know
shoved.
Max has been shoved 4 times, I think now.
Okay. Can I go here? This one is dead, right?
Yep.
If it did, I can remember that.
I'm gonna go here. And I'm going to smack this one. That one.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, you get advantage because they're
do-do-do. What?
flanking, right? You get advantage from flanking, right?
Yeah.
I'm in so many sessions, I just was making sure that's what this one is.
Yeah, 16 will pretty easily hit.
Okay. Roll some damage. And I'm gonna smack it again.
It's a +1, so no
And roll
reduction.
more damage.
What the
Very,
hell?
very interesting damage.
You did the exact
roll.
same damage rolls as I did, except for whatever their match.
I got the same
Dang.
thing twice on both the roll and the damage.
We have entered the Twilight Zone. This is not an ice castle. Or factory.
All right. Price.
Um, I guess Price is going to try and squeeze by Max here.
Who's, you know, he's off balance right now because he just got shoved like twice practically into you, like past Kaito.
Cussing, dusted in snow.
They're trying their best to corral him in there.
And this is a pillar?
Yep.
Okay.
Technically, they could beeline right to the end. So.
Hmm.
I designed this in a way that they could.
Price is gonna come over here.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
now the furthest.
Hopefully, this is not yellow snow.
He could have played it.
Yep, that would definitely hit. 14. Or 13.
6 damage. And
Ow, ow, ow.
yeah, I guess that'll be my turn.
All right. That brings us back up to Kaito. Angry Kaito.
Alright, well, he's gonna slap this fella right here. I don't remember where the button is. Oh, that should have been with advantage. Let me roll it again and see if I can crit it. Nope, still 18. 11 damage. Is he still standing?
Calculating. How much of that's fire?
2.
The still standing. Barely.
I'm gonna whack him again.
Confident you will be able to do
16.
at least the number required. That'll hit. Yep,
15 and 2
it's
hit fire.
spoof. It melts.
Alright, and after it drops, he's gonna. I can step on dead things, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a puddle. You've melted them.
10, 20, 25,
Kaito's not the furthest.
30. Oh, yeah, and that's where he's gonna end his turn.
All right, Max.
I was fine hitting it once and being done, but they were insistent that they wanted to catch these hands. So as soon as Kaido flanks, I run up. Fearless is back out, this time with advantage, right, because of flanking.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and roll in my flourish. I'm gonna use a slashing flourish. Well, I mean it only works if it hits, so we'll do that after. 16.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
All right. So that's going to be 12 damage. And then I'm also already rolled the 1d8. That's also plus 2 damage to this guy right here. I think that's what that is, right? Yeah. So this one takes 2. This one takes 12.
2.
Oh, that wasn't with advantage. Hold on. 13, 24. Take the 24.
Mm-hmm.
Just extra attack. And 11 damage here.
I got the right one selected.
So 23 damage to this one, and then just 2 damage to this one.
Yep, no DR because these are magic
Nice
items.
side stab.
Like I cut right through the snow monster, and it like just kind of like happens to carry on with the momentum and stab into the second one, but just like a glancing blow. And I'm mostly just trying to turn this one into like just a puddle, like Kaido's been doing. But I don't have any flame-based weapons, but they are magic weapons.
Correct. And that has been getting calculated.
Who got Kit's flame dagger? Didn't that get given to
Kit?
somebody? Oh, he kept it? Okay. I could not remember. I
All
knew he
right.
had.
So seeing
Trying
as
to rob
how
my characters.
I'm not trying
Sorry.
to at all.
seeing as how
I just
Kaito is now the furthest,
remembered. Eh? Whoop.
give me an athletics check. Opposed.
Cute snowman.
All right. Then the other one does the same thing. Another opposed.
Fuck you, snowman.
So you see these two snow things just trying to shove Kaito like back in the direction of that room that the statues were in, but to no avail. And that is all they do their turn. They're just trying to corral people. Monty.
Why are they trying to corral us?
Yeah, good
Montgomery, be careful. These are the townsfolk that got lost in the factory and turned into snow, and they're trying to communicate with us, but they can only do so in that room. Don't
What
let
the
them. Fuck
fuck?
them.
What?
Oh wait,
It's just-
can I roll like an insight to figure out like why the fuck we're not being attacked and why they're just pushing us?
question. You can always try. With very limited knowledge of what's going on in the other room. As far as why they're trying to do it, you are unsure. As far as what they're trying to do, you can definitely confirm that they are actively doing everything in their power to try and shove you back into that room.
Hmm.
And as opposed to, like, if you had a lower number, it's like, well, they're just pushing us around for no reason. Like, what the heck? Like, they're trying to, the direction they're aiming for is they're trying to get you back in that room. Well, they're trying to get people in that room, I guess. Only one of you's been in there, so.
Interesting. Okay. Um, can I tell if it's like a nefarious intent or no?
Now that's an interesting question. I guess with a 17, how to interpret this would be I'll make it kind of like an inner thought thing. So whatever they're trying to do, you get a feeling it's probably not good for you. Whether it's
Hmm.
nefarious, like is it nefarious that a steamroller like runs somebody over, right? Is it nefarious if a a brick falls on somebody and hits them? It's like it's like
Is it
they're just doing a
nefarious that the
thing.
bear eats a salmon? Yeah, I get it. It's just something they're doing.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you get the to give it to you with the 17, you get the feeling that it's probably not conducive to your overall health.
Okay, cool. Well, that's kind of all I needed to know. I'm going to move myself in a direction. Where did my ruler go? Oh, it went. Um, would I be able to like shimmy around this pole and go like right here?
Yeah, I mean you could go adjacent. Like you
Okay.
could have gone from there to there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just shimmy around the pole then, and get here and do a little smacking again.
Yeah, 22 definitely hit.
Mm,
Yep.
I'm losing where the thing is. It's a little ways up there. Mm, there it is. Does that hit?
Mm-hmm. Let's just say you have to roll really bad to not hit them.
Okay. I didn't even see what it was.
6 more.
Okay. 14 damage.
All right. Calculated. Bryce, you're up.
All right. He's going to take a step here and look down this hallway. I guess I don't see anything.
Yep, it leads. You can't see. You should be able to see everything down there.
I can see down. It looks empty. Goes for a while though.
Well, with your line of sight, you would see another one of those gold and silver placeholders in
Okay.
the other room.
And then over here, this just looks like a dead end.
Looks like it. But there's like some kind of like little box thing over there. Like a crate.
Can I use my action to disengage to run past this thing without attack of opportunity?
Let's see. How would that work? Do you have to disengage upon leaving, or can you disengage? No, I'm overthinking it. Sure. You start moving
Okay.
to that square, and then we'll just say you disengage to get past it.
Just to run by? Okay, cool. Oop. And
I'll need to mark it down.
Can I do Can I do an Arcana check just to see if I'm trying to see if there's anything like magical going on either with these ice things or with this chest, but I feel like I'm not really close enough yet, so we can wait.
I'd also say you used your action to really
Fair.
take
Yeah.
the 6
true.
seconds
Okay.
to really think that one through. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. So that'll be my turn.
yeah. All right, Kaito.
All right, this one between me and Monty's still alive, right? Right?
There's 2. Have to move camera. Kamura.
That was an advantage. I'll roll again, see if I can crit. Oop, okay. 21.
Mm-hmm.
12, and 2 of its fire.
12, 13, 14. Okay.
It's still
3
alive.
more. Yep.
Hitting the beat.
I'm sure this will be enough, though.
I'll stop hitting normal. 25. Damage. Wow. 7 damage, 1's fire.
That's still enough.
Oh, hey. Oh, kind of the fucking snow finisher. Alright, that one is dead.
That little extra bit of fire seems to be helpful.
Here. Okay. That's it.
All right, Max. There's one left. And it looks like it's looking in Price's direction.
All right. I'm gonna run back and get on this table.
Didn't step on that one. Okay. All right. There are no statues in this room currently.
All right. I'm sheathing my weapon, hands on my hips. I'm just gonna turn around and stare at the last remaining snow monster and just be like, "Oh, looks like I came on my own accord. Oh no, what's gonna happen?" And in my turn, just taunting it.
Its turn. And then an opposed athletics from Price.
I can't try swinging at it when it does that.
Well, it turns into a puddle when it's
Like
been
I
doing
said,
this.
too bad I can't try swinging at it when it does that.
All right, so we got a natural 20 versus a natural 1. All right, let's see. This is
Turtle flying. Oh
this
no.
is interesting. Hmm. I'm trying to put in my head like how would because not only was it a natural 1, but it was also a natural 20. So it's like
Right.
how do
Goes flying 20 feet.
Okay.
Throw him through the wall. Throw him through the wall.
Not through the wall. That'll hurt.
You get knocked back 43 feet.
All right. So this thing, like, it appeared behind you. Oh, let me make sure the stream can see. Yeah, there we go. So it appeared behind you, like this puddle of water just melted and then just sort of made its way behind you, reformed, and in the most anime style, like wind up punch slash push, this little gnome just gets shoved so hard, and it's like slow motion, like in Street Fighter when you get like the KO and it's all slow motion, like that's basically Price right now, and you get shoved. Let's see, 5. You get shoved through this pillar. Just give me a D1 hundo. Reduce damage. Interestingly enough, reduce damage. A whopping 1 point of damage as you get shoved through this pillar, and it's almost anime in essence, as the pillar, you slam into this wall, and it's like, ooh, but then the pillar just shatters as you continue your path. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Shit, Price.
And I'll say, like, in not just being a shove, but it's like it's got its like hand punched into your gut, and you're slammed to the pillar, and it's just going with it. And 3 more damage as it sends you through the second pillar. Just so you can see, there was a pillar right there. It shoved you through.
Yeah.
And that is its turn. Like watching Vegeta getting like punched through like 3 mountains.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Monty, you are up. You just saw this display of extreme strength, and these things are clearly more dangerous than you thought they were, because they have so much strength that they are shoving people through pillars across a
I'm up.
room.
I thought I just went.
It's your turn again.
My turn again? Okay.
Yep. Because there's only one of them left.
Okay. Cool.
Fine if it's your turn.
I'm going to make my way over here. Oh wait, no, it's right down here, isn't it?
Yeah, here, I'll move these to
Down
the
here.
side.
Yeah, it was
There
down
you go.
here. So I was right here. Instead, I want to go right here. And I will smackening it.
These are truly dangerous.
Do either of those hit?
Both of them hit.
Cool.
So how much total?
23.
Yep, that's enough. So this thing just gets sliced
There's
up.
only like a little left. You mind if I steal it?
Go for it.
Like I poured myself some, and then there's like a tiny bit left, and I'm like, I should probably ask if they want to do more before I just take the last of
You
it.
can have it. Sorry, this is my roommate.
Yep, I think I'm winning then.
So I kill it.
Yes. Yep, a Rooney.
Yipperini. All right. You okay, Price?
Oh,
You
just
would
went
be-
through, like, two
You'd be
pillars.
like winded.
just got like a fist print of snow in his chest.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
What? That was weird. Why do they care about tables so much?
I don't know.
Price is gonna walk over to this thing in the middle of the room, and yes, investigate it.
Actually, Ravorn had a good point. They were using frost foo.
Nice.
Investigate away. And Max, you're just jumping on this other table?
Yeah, like I like extremely like I want to get as much as my strength modifier will allow, which I think I have negative strength, so that's going to be 3 minus 1. I'm going to just jump 2 feet in the air.
So does that mean you just start floating away? I don't use as much strength. If you're the negative, does that mean you float away?
I wish. I'm just gonna jump up and down and like almost do like a tap show on it just to annoy the forces that be around here. Like if you're forcing me to do something, I'm not gonna do it, and then out of spite, I'm gonna do it on my own.
Defiant kids jumping on bed. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, give me an acrobatics as you're jumping up and down this table, and you realize it is not nailed down, and you're putting all your weight on one side, and the table flips. Okay, then 8.
Yep.
So the table flips on top of you.
Everybody just hears like the rattling of the table flipping and like rolling on its side a little bit, the crash, and I'm like arcing my back and wincing in pain and just
Oh dear, what was that?
And you were effectively
There's a ghost in the machine.
pinned by
What
a table.
machine?
What ghost?
No fucking
It's-
machine.
They're fucking flipping tables and trying to murder people in here. I barely made it out alive. I'm so heroic.
Why is there a table on you?
I just make sure. Max goes in here very spitefully, and he's jumping on this table. We're all in the other room. We hear the table topple over, and Max is just like, just hear Max yell "fuck" from the other room.
Yep. They were like, do you remember those snow monsters that came out?
The ones we just saw, yeah.
Yeah, I fought just like 4 of them just now. I barely got away with my life. Somebody
We
help
were
me
not
up.
here for all of this.
No, before that and after that, just help me up.
Okay, he'll come over and help him up.
Yeah, when you guys were in there playing, like 2 more chased me in here, and it's they threw this table over.
Where are they now?
Dead. I'm really heroic and strong.
There's no water in here.
They turn the water on.
It froze.
There's no frozen ice in here.
I
Yeah.
drink it. I was thirsty. You know, I was about to eat the
You
gingerbread
drank
man.
a dead monster?
Yep,
That's not
that's
weird
just
at
how I
all.
roll.
Oh, you
So-
can roll all right.
Price with a 14. You could definitely ascertain something is supposed to fit in this empty socket, but it is not here.
So why did they want us in this room anyway?
It's me.
Hey, welcome back,
Start
story.
touching stuff.
I don't think it was for a good reason. Or at least not a reason that would be good for us.
I feel the opposite. I feel like those were the
Audra.
former adventurers or town people,
Hello.
whoever the hell that came here first. There were 20 of them that were lost. They got turned into snow. The only thing left of them was their teeth, and they were bringing us in here to communicate.
Thank you for the
Well,
raid.
then don't you think we'd turn into snow? If we just
That's a
touch
good
things
point.
in
I
here?
need you to go sit on that
How was
chair,
your stream?
Montgomery.
I'm not gonna sit on the chair.
Kaido's gonna try to pick up Max. Is he gonna contest?
No.
He's gonna
Hey, what's up,
walk
Coffee?
over and literally set Max on it.
I'm gonna cross my legs like I'm sitting on a throne.
See, this chair has nothing to do with anything.
I don't know why that alert's so delayed.
Did anything happen?
Well, for one, you look
What?
extremely regal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my bag of holding and get one of those gaudy scarves that the children stole from their parents. I'm gonna wrap it around my neck.
Oh, use
How
the
do I
snowman
look?
one. Use the snowman one. It'll look better.
Oh, okay. Snowman one.
Fine.
So,
Kaido,
Kaido,
creative problem solving. We should have just put scarves around the snowmen. What if that would have like tamed them or pacified them or whatever?
hey, welcome in.
We should have
Soki.
thought about that
Or
before
Sky.
we murdered them
I read.
with no attempt at
The little-
My
communication.
question is, how did
Soki.
they see us and try to keep pushing us all in here? All I saw were teeth.
So, Kaido, give me your perception.
I'm great at those today. 15.
Okay. So on the 16, you would notice that there is what looks like maybe a torn piece of paper underneath the throne.
Without thinking, he's just gonna like grab, like bend over a little bit, grab an edge of the throne, even though Max is still sitting on it, and just uplift it to grab this piece of paper.
You're just gonna pick up the throne with Max in it.
Oh, once like when you like pick up one leg of a chair and it goes sideways, he's not
Oh.
completely tipping it over. He's just lifting it enough to get the paper out, but he doesn't care that Max is still on it.
Yeah, yeah, get your
Does it say
vintage on,
anything?
yo. But yeah, appreciate the raid. Welcome in. Hello. Try not to talk over the RP. Sorry, say again. And I just did.
He got the paper and he's looking at it after kind of lifting the leg a little bit, the thing that Max is sitting on.
Excellent.
Not enough to like throw him off or anything, but he's definitely wanting to look at the paper.
So roll me a d10 as you read it. I just closed my. Please don't tell me I just. Okay.
Oop.
One.
It's a 1.
One. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna mark this one as red. If I had let's. Okay. So this note reads: "The jolly man wastes his time. So much money can be made. Why waste efforts on things for free?" And it looks like it's part of like a diary or journal. That's a page has been torn out, crumpled up, and thrown under here.
And there's no more of the papers under here. It's just the one.
Just that one.
Okay. He's gonna fold it up and put it in his pockets. It doesn't seem like it's something important at the moment. Just a curiosity type thing. And so he wouldn't really
think much of it, but he would keep it. And then he would put the chair down, like, "Oh, sorry, Max, I forgot you were sitting there. You good?"
Yep, just chilling.
Is that seat cold?
Is it?
It is not. Well, I mean, I guess it is in regards to, nobody else is warming the seat for you,
Well, a lot of this
A
stuff
little
looks like
bit.
ice, so I just was wondering.
but
It's
not
not
icy
like
cold.
freezing.
Okay.
It's like
Nope.
like metal in a cold room's kind of cold, but then you warm it up.
That's fair. We should probably go see what Bryce is doing. 'Cause I think we kind of derailed what he was doing.
Yeah, what's Bryce doing?
Sorry. He's just still looking at this thing. I rolled an Arcana, but it was a 13.
Yeah, you're not sure what that represents.
So yeah, Price would just keep going over this way. Check thing out.
Here, I'll just zoom out a little bit for you guys. That's forgetting to move the camera.
Can I investigate the placeholder as well?
All right.
I'd like to specifically look at the way it's formed and see if I can figure out what kind of shape it would take.
Oh, and I guess before running over here, as Price was looking at this and sees Monty walking up, he's gonna point down this hallway up here and mention to Monty, it looks like there's another one of those things in the next room.
Oh, okay. We'll have to take a look at that one too then. So I roll investigation, right?
Yeah, yep. You pretty much ascertain the same thing that Bryce has. Something's supposed to go here, not here.
Yeah, but what shape would it be? Would it be like a diamond shape? Would it be like a square shape? Would it be like a circle shape?
Based on how it would look, kind of seems like it could fit just about anything, but probably something triangular, like a pointed edge. Seems like maybe you would set it.
Oh, okay. So we're looking for something pointy. Got it. Looking for a Kiki, not a Boba.
A what or a what?
It's a old thought experiment about what shapes have names. Kiki or Boba.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and that's just process of elimination. Like just based on how the prongs are set, if you put a sphere on it, it just seems like it's way too easy to knock off. If you put just like a square on it, then it just doesn't seem like it would set well. So the only other shape would seem like a triangle, and the pointed angle being pointed down, so it just the weight holds it in.
Mm. Okay. This would also theoretically fit like a cut diamond shape. Theoretically. Okay, so pointy thing. Got it.
Yep.
So you said this was like a chest.
Yeah, like a little chest.
Can I check for traps?
Yeah, it would be an investigation. Doesn't appear trapped. But it also looks like
Alright.
somebody may have already triggered anything that would be a trap if there were, like, I guess the better way to put it is, yes, it is trapped. However, the traps have already been sprung.
Okay. With a 16, what do I know what kind of traps? Like if I see that they're sprung, is like
You would spot some like probably would look like holes that darts might come out of,
okay.
but you don't see
Um,
any darts in the immediate vicinity.
Interesting. Yeah, so Price would open it and see if there's still anything in there.
You pop it open and it is empty. And you realize like it's not even locked.
Okay. So yeah, he'd walk back over here and mention that to Monty and Kaito and Max.
Might be a little long of a session
So,
tonight.
that chest over there was trapped, but
Okay.
it looks like there was like darts in it that might be now stuck in someone.
What was it me?
But the chest was empty.
Let's see.
You think one of the people who came here and never came back has it somewhere?
But could be. And there's nothing else in that other room.
There's just a piece of paper, but it looks like silly nonsense about don't be jolly, make money.
That kind of sounds like Max. Anyway,
Kind of just gonna chuckle.
I'm gonna go check in here then, I guess. Probably gonna start walking up this way.
Oh,
So-
I'll go with you.
Quick little question. Do we want to continue or because it's at the 3-hour mark? I don't know how late people want to go.
I'm not the one to ask. I'm a night owl.
The other thing that I'm thinking is that here might be a good stopping point so that next time we can get Kalia and Valden on this. Like we're not
Yeah.
too far in that they could reasonably catch up.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, we're in like the first room still, kind of.
Technically, you've seen 3 rooms. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
We're just
3
around
rooms
the
in the
corner
hallway.
from. We're just around the corner from the first room. It wouldn't be too hard to catch up.
Correct.
And we're investigating this pedestal in the middle of the room and stuff.
Alrighty. Checking to see how late people want to go. Or if you guys want to push to one more room or whatever. Right. Well, let's wrap it on up there. Let's do some inspirational voting.
All right.
I'm gonna vote for Max for getting all of us milk and cookies.
Yeah.
Only Max ate them though, I think.
Only Max
there was-
took his milk. I didn't take my
There
milk.
was there was some for all of us, yeah.
But did we take it? That's the question.
It was suspiciously like a potion would be. It's in a vial with like a cork top. By the way. I'm gonna vote for Price for being flung through the pillar. That was really inspiring.
Thank you. Yeah, also vial of milk is something I don't think I've ever heard of.
It's
I
the best way to
think-
keep it preserved.
I don't think I've ever heard that uttered before.
Pile of milk.
Pun intended.
That's what it was brought out as, though, and the cookies were in a little tin.
Yeah. That's how they were brought out.
Maybe they keep the milk in a vial so that it doesn't like make the foundation of the house soggy.
That's what I was thinking, or like spill on him or something.
Yeah.
I should have made the golem do like a yell when it was punching through the wall, like pillar punch.
I want to give inspiration to Max for doing all kinds of shenanigans and actually like stepping up and taking the first hit today. Or dealing the first hit today.
Taking the first shove.
Punching back when he got shoved.
Oh no, you didn't. Ties up hair in a bun. And Kaido, who did you vote?
I'm gonna vote for Price because he got created to eat the icing. And we had an entire debate about what's it taste like. I enjoyed that scene very much.
So it looks like a tie between Price and Max.
Sounds
Guys
like they
have
both
one.
should get one. Eh?
Max doesn't. We can just have a roll off too.
Where's the fun in that?
Because then all you'd want to do from then on would just be to make sure two people get it.
I mean, done it
Bold of
before.
you to assume we coordinate that well.
I know, right? And isn't it usually like an odd amount of us or something like that?
Yeah, usually there's like an odd amount, I think.
Ooh,
Well,
you know
no,
what?
because we're missing 2 people.
You know what? This could be fun. Let's have somebody in chat roll a d20. Exclamation point d20. Anybody in chat?
What's a D20 gonna do?
Easy. Max, high or low?
When they go high, we go low. Low, please.
All right. We got someone who got a 19, so that's high, so it goes to Price.
Hey, Icing Man!
We can,
Alright.
have, we can have fun and have chat be included. I mean, usually it's Uniper voting for Kendra. But it ain't no Kendra. Alrighty. And
Well,
that
that's fun.
is part 2 of a frosty situation.
Frost.
Nice.
Frosting.
And,
It's
And-
fun. Have a good night.
and of course, Max almost robbing a town blind.
Of their scarves, mostly.
It was a very poor town, unfortunately.
All right.
Oh, you kept your
Well-
word to your giant, strong Grouch
Yeah.
Man friend. Who is totally not the Grinch.
Totally not the Grinch. Legally distinct.
Didn't he have tusks?
Yes.
He's
So then
also
he
blue.
can't be the Grinch.
He was
He's
an
also
ice
blue.
troll, but yeah.
But he loves eating people.
And get tossed. Now I know how Price feels.
Right?
Minus
Pretty
the
sure I'm
billowing
stu-
cape.
Pretty sure
Right.
Price has gotten thrown in like the past like 3 or 4 episodes or sessions.
I know, Price
It's,
is always
it's starting to
getting
just
blunt.
become a thing.
Man, now I feel like I have to up the game and throw you more than once every episode.
No wonder he feels like he can fly.
Right?
He's
Price is
always
doing it, yeah.
Well, most of the time Price asks him to, or it's just to get him up somewhere. It's usually for a good reason. Mostly.
So,
The whole end of the snow thing was not for a good
That
reason
was
other than the fun of it.
episode 2.
I was surprised the paladin let me steal from those children and their families.
The paladin wasn't aware you were stealing.
He was also inside the snowball for most of it.
Okay, he's doing
Yeah.
D&D stuff. Perfect.
Stay with Kaido and Price.
I was hoping I was doing it in such a confusing manner that everybody was like, I don't know what the
No,
you know.
Monty Deadass did not hear what you were talking about.
Good.
And then we were too concerned with the gingerbread house to
So-
follow up.
Yeah, that was
Kaido
Baru?
literally
phase
Baru?
2
put on one of the scarves.
Baru?
of D&D. We do this every week, 5:30 Pacific. Yeah. It was definitely fun. It was the continuation of a Christmas episode, if you couldn't already tell. And yeah, pretty much. Apparently, we're gonna still get one more to go. 3-parter. They went a little slower than expected, but that's okay. So, like I would like to say, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate. Holy crap, there was so many raids tonight. Like, damn, you know, just damn. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. If you came in with the raid from Padra or Rayvarn or Fruity, boop, boop, boop. And yeah, appreciate you being here. For those of you on the Yubles Tubles, we do this over on Twitch. Oh, you guys are still here. Hello. All right, bye. But yeah, thanks for hanging.